evaluate the following, and then we have 4 decimal subtraction problems. Let's look at them one at a time. We'll start with 3.2 minus 1.75. We could rewrite this as an addition problem, 3.2 plus negative 1.75. That helps it to line up with the rules we have for addition. We know that when we're adding two numbers that have different signs, we need to take the difference. And since 3.2 is the larger of the two numbers, that needs to come first in the difference. So we're going to have 3.2 minus 1.75, remembering to line up the decimal points. Now, this is where we really need to put in our placeholder of 0. The mistake that some students make is they don't put it in and they think, I will just bring down the 5 and everything will be great. But once we put in the 0, it's clear that we're going to have to borrow because we can't take 0 minus 5. So this 2 is going to become a 1 and the 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. We still happen to get 5 there, but by putting in that placeholder, we saw that we needed to borrow, and the 2 effectively becomes a 1. So we really need those zeros as placeholders, especially when we're dealing with subtraction. Now, we can't take 1 minus 7. 1 isn't big enough, so we borrow again. The 3 becomes a 2. The 1 becomes an 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. And that decimal point needs to stay in the same place. So we've got 1.45. Will it be positive or negative? Well, because the larger number in the problem was positive, the answer will be positive, and so we have 1.45. Let's continue. The next one is 4.6 minus 7.2. We could also write that as 4.6 plus negative 7.2. Many of you can probably do these problems just fine, leaving them as subtraction, not rewriting them as addition. But there are some students that really like to follow rules. It's how their brains work, and they're more comfortable recognizing negative 7.2 as a negative number and not this 7.2 that's being subtracted as a negative. So some students, it really helps, which is why I do it. You don't have to do it if you can do it without separating it. Anyway, we've got 4.6 plus negative 7.2. They have different signs, so we take the difference. When we set up the subtraction, we line up the decimal points and put the larger number first, because it's a subtraction. And then we subtract. We'll need to borrow. 7 becomes a 6, 2 becomes a 12. And then we perform the subtractions. 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. Keep the decimal points lined up. Will it be positive or negative? Well, in this case, since the larger number was negative, our final answer will be negative, and that gives us negative 2.6. All right, moving on, we've got negative 32 minus 4.5. This is the same as negative 32 plus negative 4.5. They've got the same sign. They're both negative, so that means we take the sum. And when we line them up, 32, the decimal point goes to the right of the 2, and then 4.5. And we will put a 0 as a placeholder up there. It's always good to have it. Now we're taking the sum, so we add 0 plus 5 is 5, 2 plus 4 is 6, bring down the 3, and we've got 36.5. Our final answer should be negative because the larger number, 32, was negative. So that means that here we're going to have negative 36.5. And we've got one more. 5.41 minus negative 3.72. What do we do when we're subtracting a negative? It's the same as adding a positive. So we've got 5.41 plus 3.72. Both of these are positive, same sign, we take the sum. There's nothing negative about this anymore, it's all going to be positive. 5.41 plus 3.72. Adding from right to left, 1 plus 2 is 3, 4 plus 7 is 11, carry the 1, 1 plus 5 plus 3 is 9. Keep the decimals lined up. The larger number was positive, so our answer will be positive, and that leaves us with a final answer of 9.13.